Billy, what's up, man?
Hello there.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Just ate a slice of pizza.
Nice, man. You're at Groton. Where's it at? Near New Haven?
No, I'm in Noank right now. I got it from Groton on the Bruce Market.
Oh, okay. Is there pizza compared to New Haven?
It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best pizza. I wouldn't say it beats New Haven. But Iliano's does in New London. I prefer them over anything.
Oh, okay. So you're not a New Haven guy?
No, it's good. It's just I don't think it's so special that it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, no, I get that. There's a
I
bunch of good pizza.
I ain't driving out there to go get it.
Yeah, no. What is that? Hour, 2 hour drive for you? Less than that?
Hour, somewhere between an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah. So probably not worth it. No. So yeah, just take us back to growing up in Connecticut. How'd you first find your way into combat sports?
Started wrestling when I was 8, and I trained a little bit, did a little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit of striking here and there growing up. I always thought it was really cool. Loved watching it in Anderson Silva. And then I was going to go wrestle in college, but made some poor choices and could have gone, but I just was picky and whatnot. And then ended up going to a community college and then dropping out because I didn't want to be in college because I wasn't wrestling. Um, and then so I was like, yeah, screw this. And I found a gym, started training there, a gym that I had gone to when I was younger. And I fell in love with it.
So yeah, you found that gym. How far along the line did you make that transition to Dexter Vale Tudo?
It was right after high school. It was the February after I graduated. Um, I I had gone there a little bit when I was younger for some wrestling and a little bit of striking, and so I was like, all right, I'll try this place out because I knew that they did MMA, and it was exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the better teams in the New England region. So, what is working and training there done for your development as a fighter?
The gym has made me the fighter that I am. My teammates, my coaches, um, not just the fighter that I am, but more so the man that I am. I've grown up while being there. I've become a better person while being there. Um, I've been able to help people as well. Now that I've gone a little further, um, and it's just a wonderful environment to be in.
Yeah, you mentioned your teammates and you also mentioned helping people. And when I had Eric on for an interview earlier, he mentioned that, you guys are best friends and his main training partner. So, what does that relationship mean to you and how has that friendship developed over time?
We first came across each other. Like he just popped into the gym to come in for a workout, and it was pretty quick that as he started coming back, it was pretty obvious that, oh, hey, you're a guy who's gonna work and give everything he's got. Because it's rare, and it's not like there's you can find guys who work really hard, and there's tons of guys, but it's hard to find a guy who's willing to try to beat you and who's willing to kill himself to just win. On as he was talking about on the 1-2 sprawls, like we're both willing to die to win here, and that's not super common. And I respect him so much for his work ethic. He's a little psychopath, and I love him. He's also a great dude too. I think he might be the best person I know. Um, Close, kind of tied with my mom. The the but he helps me a ton. He's my main training partner because I know he's always going to match the energy and sometimes push the pace on me. He understands a lot of where I come from mentally, and how I look at things. Um, Simply because we both have very goals and a similar mindset to it. He's such a wonderful light to be around while also um, being so beneficial. I stopped using the PI offers the UFC offers free strength training and cardio training and whatnot um, through the PI, and I was using them for a while. But and they're really good. But they're also out in Vegas, so there's a little bit of a
Mm.
disconnect. So I stopped using them and started paying Eric to do it, and I got the PI stuff for free because he's so good at what he does. He knows strength and conditioning so well. I'm in phenomenal shape. I've never been stronger. Um, I've never been faster. I've never been a better athlete since working with.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you guys are getting all these minutes together. You're pushing each other to be better. And similar to Eric, you also, came through fighting in reality fighting, Cage Titans, and also for you, CES and Bellator before getting your UFC contract in 2022. So, what was that grind in the regional scene actually like? And what did those years teach you building up to your contract?
Well, um, they taught me it was a lot of fun. I got to fight really often, um, which is cool because that doesn't happen now, which sucks. So it's it was a lot of fun, and I saw a bunch of different promotions who did different things, and treat their fighters really well, some not so well. Some just they're not bad, but they don't do as much as other ones. Like Cage Titans is phenomenal. They always do a lot for the fighters. The reality is great. I But now also going through my career and being in the UFC, I can kind of look back and be like, all right, I wish I would have this, or I wish I would have done. I wish I would have focused on fixing this earlier. I wish I would have paid attention to this earlier in my career. But now it just gives me the chance to help guys like Eric, my other teammates, who are earlier in their career, and I'm like, hey, you're at the point where I wish I was focusing on this. So try to pay attention to this, man. Try to fix this. Try to work on this. So it's a privilege to be a bit of a trailblazer, even when it sometimes has its downsides.
Yeah, so you mentioned at the end there being a trailblazer. What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm the first guy out of my gym and really my area to make it to the UFC, um, and that's basically what it means. Is just I'm the first one who made it to the UFC, made it like big out of this area, and I just grinded my way there. Like I did it pretty fast too.
Yeah, you had a lot of success there. And in the CES along that grind, you won the Welterweight Championship. So, what did that mean to you? And what did it represent for your career at that point?
It was just validation. I mean, it was cool. I really liked winning the belt, but like the belt, like all right, like when they announce them, like and they say the world championship and whatnot, but it's like it's not a world championship. I'm a New England champ, um, the um, the best New England champ, and the so it was validation. It was rewards. It helps keep things going. It's like all right, I'm going in the right direction. I know that I'm gonna get a shot. The shot's coming because I'm collecting these belts. I'm building more of a name.
Yeah, so you were, like you said, building a name, making it yourself known. And with that, you have 7 knockout wins on your record. So, is that finishing instinct something that's always been natural to you? Or is that something that you've developed and worked on over time?
I think that's just naturally come. I like to go forward and I like to push the pace and make them tired. Um, and when because I don't really load up on shots super heavily. I'm not looking for the knockout in the sense of like I'm throwing big haymakers. Um, but I'm more so just go, 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 go. And people usually crumble under that.
Yeah, and talk specifically that crumbling in your first UFC appearance with that win over Yusako Kinoshita by TKO, and your other UFC appearances against Trey Waters and Ramiz Brahimaj. Just what has that UFC experience taught you so far, and what have you taken from competing at that level?
The game is ever growing. And even though I felt really good and I figured out a whole lot of stuff and I learned a whole lot of lessons, I did this, and like it. It's a never-ending battle of trying to fix things and work on things mentally, emotionally, and trying to dial in the process and the routine, and making sure that you have a good understanding of what you need to show up.
On that mental side, you specifically have on Tapology several listed canceled bouts throughout your career. So, how have you handled these fight camps that get disrupted, and what does that process do to your preparation?
I mean, a lot of them. So they only happen in the UFC, which is a lot of guys have a whole lot of different. Um, they have a whole lot of different cancellations. I have teammates who've had cancellations fight day during their amateur career, and tons of cancellations throughout their amateur career. But it didn't happen to me at all as an amateur or even a pro coming up. It didn't happen until my I got into the UFC, and one was because of an injury, others were because of other guys' injuries, um, and visa issues, and it's annoying and frustrating especially when fighting's already slow as it is within the UFC, and for things to get canceled and moved around, it's discouraging. It's frustrating. It doesn't change so much with preparation because usually when you're preparing, you should be preparing for anything. I'm always getting ready for a war. Cardio's got to be on point. Got to get ready for the wrestling, this and that. Um, Now, certain things that like certain habits that you or like mental things that you build to where like, all right, I'm going to be doing this a lot. I'm going to be pumping this. I'm going to pump my jab. I'm going to do this, whatever it is. Um, when things change, it's like, all right, I've got to kind of move my mental away from that and get over to this game plan here, which can make it a little harder. But I haven't had it happen so many times where I feel like I'm experienced in making the switch. But I also don't think it's been such a hindrance that I would complain about it.
Yeah, so it hasn't really affected you that much, and you've learned to overcome it and know what to do with it. So, switching
Yeah.
paces a little bit, I'd like to talk about your most recent loss against Ramiz Brahimaj. You know, you came in there and you were stopped by a guillotine choke. How have you processed that result, and what adjustments are you focused on heading into your next camp?
Um, Processed it. I'm still mad about it. I'm not mad at like I'm just mad at myself because I know how to get out of a guillotine. I know how to defend a guillotine. Um, um, you put me back in it, and I'm willing to bet that I get out of it. I have a habit sometimes of not reacting promptly and correctly to certain things grappling wise or just in the cage, and it's things can be overwhelming, mental state, whatever it is. um, the But I didn't react properly, and that's the most frustrating out of it all. Losing is losing. It is what it is. It sucks and I hate it, and I want to be the best in the world, and it makes it hard to do that. um, the biggest frustrator out of it all though is the fact that like I know what to do. Like that's not me at my peak. If I do everything right and I still lose, all right, it is what it is. I that's he beat me. But when it's like, hey, you didn't even give yourself the fighting chance because you didn't do what you know how to do, and that's really frustrating. But it's just I've been trying to focus more on being mentally prepared and whatnot. It's something that I've struggled with in the past, and I think not fighting as often. Per the backage of the UFC, like the back clogging, makes it hard. So I've been trying to compete elsewhere. I went to ADCC, got subbed out there too, but it is what it is. Um, the so I'm trying to compete so I can be a little more ready for the nerves. I am trying to stay focused and mentally ready and understanding and like working on what I need to work on mentally. I'm doing a lot more jiu-jitsu training with some new guys to try to up my level a bit more. I already know that I'm really good at jiu-jitsu. It's just a matter of like, all right, well, obviously I need to get way better at it. Um, so all of that.
Yeah, so obviously you want to get back in there, and that stalling of the UFC package is an issue. So with the UFC, UFC 330 coming up, I commented on your post and you replied with what looked like seeming like you would like to get on that card. Talk to me about how you're feeling with that. Would you want to get on UFC 330? Is that something you've talked about with your coaches?
I would love to get on the card. But I don't know if that one's gonna happen. I got offered a fight for July 25th, Abu Dhabi, and I said yes, but that one fell out, and I think they're trying to find something else. Um, so I don't know when I'm gonna fight, but I just hopefully soon. I wish they would just. I was thinking about this the other day, but I wish they like for their cards they should put 16 fights on and have six of them not be aired, and then if fights fall out, like just have them earlier in the day. Just make a whole fight day event so fights are happening. And if six of them aren't going to be aired, but if two of them drop out, two of them bump up, and now those two are aired. Like it's like have because I feel like a big problem is so many fights fall out, guys pull out last minute, this and that, yada yada yada. People miss weight, so then they go get a guy who's out of the UFC who's willing to take a short notice one to step in and just get his shot, and he doesn't care if he loses that first one as much really. Um, the So now there's six new guys with contracts, and it's just clogging everything up. It's like, all right, well, have six guys fighting on a card, 16 guys fighting on a card, and you have basically six backup fights to where if stuff falls out, you're good. You don't have to pull in somebody short notice and back up the roster.
I actually like that idea. Is that so? How do you think that would work with it being live, though? Do you think that you could buy tickets and just be in the stadium the entire day?
No, I don't. No, I don't think that would be the case. It was just like, hey, There's gonna be six. If no fights fall out, there's gonna be six fights with nobody going with like no no fans. It's just an empty arena, and it's like, hey, guys might not like that, but I mean, do you want to fight or do you not? Like, I wouldn't care. I'll fight in an empty arena, like early in the day. I don't care. I just want to fight, dude. Um, the and like you could put it on Paramount, like you could air it, but I feel like that runs into more problems, probably runs into more complications. But they should just make it a longer event and have those backup fights. I don't
Yeah,
know. It was just an idea that I thought of that I thought might help curb some things.
it's actually a pretty cool idea. So this idea obviously comes from, like you said, the backage of the UFC. So many new guys coming, and with that, you have more time to be training, working on yourself, and you're also very active on social media, and you have a Twitch as well. So, Are you like focused on building the social media side of things with fighting, or do you just do it for fun?
I just do it because I feel like I have to. Um, if social media didn't matter I feel like it matters for fighting and for other opportunities, like if I wanted to, which I'm dabbling my hand at trying to do a little bit of acting. The Not haven't done anything yet. But like if I want to do that, having an image on social media is huge. Like you need that kind of stuff. If you for running a business, you need a social media, and having a presence is huge for that. So it's like, unfortunately, in today's world, social media is so beneficial that it would be a lost opportunity for me to not put effort into it. Like I hate it. I hate doing it. It's a chore having to work for it, and I feel like I don't do nearly enough. Like I want to jump on Twitch more, but I haven't played video games because I've been working too much. I own my own business, working on boats, and right now we're in busy peak fucking detailing season. So once this slows down and I'm free during the summer, I'll probably play more video games.
Well, if you're ever streaming on Twitch, you can give me a call. We'll hop on the game together.
I'm game, dude.
What do you play?
Fortnite, Rocket League, Fall Guys, Catan, Baldur's Gate. Um, I've been playing a lot, which I don't know if I could stream it on my PlayStation. I don't know if anybody would care to watch it, but I play Final Fantasy Tactics, the remastered, the Ivalice Chronicles.
I mean,
Um,
I feel like anybody will watch, just a fighter playing video games. Doesn't matter.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like you get people on there. Well, Fortnite or Fall Guys, or I'm not as good as Rocket League, but hit me up, I'll be there.
it's all right. I'm not that good either.
All
I like to
right.
act like I'm, but I can't fly for shit.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to do any of that. I'm just big on exploding the other guys.
Hey, you need somebody on the team who's the demo dude.
Yep. Hey, you already got your guy right here. So I have two more questions before we wrap this up, and before that, I just want to thank you for your time and for hopping on.
Absolutely. Happy I could. I mean, it helps both of us. It gives you exposure, gives me content. It's good for it's good for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, I agree 100%. So, just like where do you see yourself going in the UFC welterweight division, and what does the future of Billy Goff look like for you in your eyes?
My plan is to be the best in the world. My plan is to be the world champ, and I'm willing to do what it takes to get there. Um, it's real hard to do that fighting once a year because I'll be 32, having fought 4 times at this rate. Um, so I'm hoping I can catch a stride, maybe talk some more shit, and get fights sooner. I'll fight at 185 if I have to, but I need things to move. I just want to fight. Um, One if I can show up like I need to, like I know I can, I'm gonna I could be a world champ. So it's just a matter of doing the right things to get there.
Yeah, you mentioned doing the right things to get there. You mentioned talking some more shit. Are there any guys in that division that that you think deserve a word or two from you? Maybe a fight in the future.
Um, I mean, I don't feel like I'm coming off 2 losses, which one of them I won. Um, but I feel like it's hard to uh, say, hey, I deserve a fight against this guy. I'd love to fight anybody. I'd fight Shavkat. I'd fight JDM. I'd fight Carlos Prata. I'd fight anybody. I'd love to fight some high level guys, but I'm not there right now. I was supposed to fight Co. I would still like to get that one. Um, uh, I'm sure he'd love to still fight, but he's on a good run right now, so he might be wanting to go a little little faster, a little higher. Um, there's a few guys. I'd love to get a rematch with Ramiz, but that one's gonna take a minute for me to get. I'm gonna have to jump on something short notice.
Yeah, that one against Ramiz would be super cool. And I do agree. I think that you could get that. You deserve that one against Trey Waters. Maybe get that one back in the future as well. So,
Yeah, but I heard that he just got released. I think I don't know. I didn't see that. Someone told me that he got released. He's over at PFL now, or he's
oh,
headed to PFL or something. I don't know. I that don't quote me on that. Fact check me, but that's what I heard.
okay. So yeah. So maybe not Trey, but then yeah, maybe in the future, hop on a short notice and then get that Ramiz fight.
That's the plan.
So, just a final question: what do you want people, to know about Billy, Billy Goff, both inside and outside the cage?
Inside the cage, I'm exciting and I leave it all out there. Um, and I'm aggressive. Last one didn't show that, but the next one I'm gonna make it known again. Um, and I fight with every bit of my being, every when I'm in there, and I will be a world champion for that. Um, the outside the cage, I really love my cats. My cats are wonderful. I wish I could spend more time with them all the time.
That's awesome. Part-time cat lover, other time killer. Billy Ray Goff.
Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, man. So once again, that's all I have for today. And yeah, thank you again for everything. And I talked to Eric about this. I'm in Mass, so if I could ever come over to Groton you could teach me a thing or two. It'd be an honor.
Come on down, dude. We train Monday through Sunday, so
All right, 100%, man.
welcome to
Maybe
hop down.
sometime in the future, I'll say you text. We can maybe get something going.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. All right, yeah, that's all I had. Thank you for everything, and have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely, man. You as well.
Thank you. See ya.